D Miller, we're trying to get this beat. We're going to show you how to construct the beat. We're going to do this thing like this. So glad y'all watching in. We're going to give you something to watch on, how to work your beats and how to get stuff, how to set your BPMs and do your beats. So we're going to do it a little something like this. We already got the BPM set on the beat. We're going to try and find some of the instruments that match the song that identically like it, and then we're going to do some changes off up in that. So y'all hold on. We're going to get this thing rolling for you. We're going to put this on this for catch it. I found out that's the best way to do it. First start when you find your BPM and you match it to your song that you're trying to reproduce. Once you do that, set the clap. It'll make it a lot easier when you set it and you're listening to the beat at the same time to match it up to see if that's what you need. Let's see if we got that. All right, I think we got that thing. Let's let that song play and see. When you find the right BPM, it's on point. Find the clap or instrument that you want and match it up. It goes for all days. You can get it. Alright, kill that beat. So what we're going to do now, we're going to try and find some of the other chords in there that might even work to get the sound in which we're doing. I like listening to the beat to where when you listen to it, you find out at least what the instrument is. From the instrumentation, then you can change it up. So we know in this beat, I believe, play it back from the top. I believe in this beat, I heard some piano or some simple chords. So it's best to find an instrument that's real quick and easy that you can just find to put it down, to line it up to your BPM, and then you can always go back and change it. So we're going to try and go and find a piano off up in here and enter that in here. Now, the other thing with this is when you're redoing or remaking a song like this, you have to have the correct key. So you have to have some type of instrumentation to be able to go and find out what key that this song is actually in. Play that one more again for us. Let me turn this fan on. So the song is in E flat, so I'm going to find those chords. So you have to know what key is in first, at least to get the first start of it. So we're going to ride with that. We're going to stop that music. We're going to come in here and we're going to go ahead and start our, put that part down here, in here. Like. Okay. I think that's going to work. Let's see if the Quanta is working with it. Like to go back while I'm building my tracks and at least try and set each of my tracks to the mixer value. When you set it to your mixer value and you're doing your mix out, it makes it a lot easier. You'll get clogged up with doing so much and in the heat of the moment and you don't have your mixer set. So I'm going to go back off up in here and I'm at least going to set each of these channels to their own mixer by simply clicking on the track. It should bring it up over here on the end. We're going to put that one on 2. Go to the next one. We're going to put that one on 3. We're going to go to the next one. We're going to put, notice how when you insert new ones, they're on blank. So we're going to go to 4. Alright, we're going to go ahead and label these out. We're going to put this one on 5 because we're going to pull in the track. And we're going to put this one on 6. Done button. Now I always like to go on my try and get all of these leveled out to where they're even. You know, when you play this in, it makes it to where it comes in and it's not even. So just go through, drag them through, make it all even. It'll make it a lot easier when you're mixing it. Alright, so we're ready to roll. Let's test it with the music to see if we got it lined up. Once you find the BPMs, everything else you do will line up to it. Play that beat one more again. We're gonna show how to Wow. You hear that? And it lines up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go and find that other top piano part that makes that track where it be popping like that. Watch this. We're gonna go and insert us another piano. Now see, that's original, right? We can change it up. We can do this. And this is how you do the remix. Once you find the original BPM, you can take it and take that one track that's essential that made that song and make it your own recreation. So watch how we do this D Miller. Alright, let's stop that track. We're gonna go ahead and rock this. 5, 6, 7. Okay, so now I've taken that same track and took the same notes and rearranged them. Let's see what we got. Hopefully your quantizer is set up to where it works and where you do it. Otherwise, if your quantizer isn't set up, you're going to have to go back and find it in piano roll and go through the work. So let's see what we got. Now since you have each of these tracks already measured out, then you can adjust your volumes as you like. I suggest that you wait till you get through with so many tracks before you go through doing the altercations. Alright, so that's jamming. Let's see if we can find us some let's find us some knocks in here. I always like going, Johnny, to the vibe kit. That's the easiest if I'm trying to do something real quick. Pick any one. And remember, when you're picking these 808s and you're fooling with these 808s, again, you have to have some basic knowledge of at least knowing your notes on the keyboard, because you want everything to be tuned up into the key in which your song is in. So what I'm going to do, I already think I shared with you, this was in E flat. We're going to try and find one, but I'll show you how to match it to where you find it. Now, of course, when you pick one of these beats, it's not going to match. So once you pull that into your track, you have access to be able to change the keys. So this is where you try to align. Okay, so it happens on this, even though it's in E flat, I'm gonna use my B flat because I know that's one of my notes. That for example, we're going ahead and run that. Watch this. Hey. Okay, so we're going to ride with that. Hey. You rolling now? Miller told you? Now you've just taken that one song in which you were wanting to do the instrumental on, and altered it to the point to where now you can utilize this and put your IRC codes on it. D Miller trying to help you out. Look, I'm gonna let you guys jam it again, huh? We rolling. I'm recording. We just gonna roll. Hey. I'm liking that. Usually when I do mine and when you're working in Fruity Loops in the cereal box, love it to death. When you do it, I usually like to go to my options. And instead of just recording straight in, I go down to my project general settings and I change it. Normally it's set at 4. I like to change mine to 8. Why? Because I'm gonna have my variations. I'm gonna have my variations of what my chorus is. I'm gonna have my 8-bar loop. When my 8-bar loop comes in, it changes it up. So I suggest just setting it. Even if you play this out live and you don't stop, it'll still do that. But I suggest trying it. All right, we're gonna listen to that beat just a little bit one more. All right, now what we're gonna do now, we're gonna go back to the original beat and we're gonna try and extrapolate some of the other instruments in which they had in there. So let's hear that beat one more time. I hear that cymbal. I hear that cymbal, John, that ride on the downbeat. Yeah, I hear that in there. Let's see where we can find that at real quick. Again, I love fooling with vibes because you go right to it when you're working. Maybe you might have an artist over that's trying to work and you're trying to keep your within our price, to a minimum. Fool with vibe. Vibe is easy to go into when you do your beat. So I found that little symbol. That's going to be real easy. I'm going to go ahead and open up another track. But when I open it up, I always go back and find out what my last mixer was. So the next one, I make for sure that I don't have the same. If you have several of your tracks that are on the same mixer, you're going to mess up on some of your mixing. So this is why I'm walking you through the steps of what to do as you're going through the beat and what to do. So on that new one that I just pulled in, I already found out that the last one that I did was on, what's that, 8? So I'm gonna go ahead and just come on over here and put that on 9. Boom. That way when I come back through and I'm finding out all what I need.
No.
No?
It's 6. They got to
6?
be on 7.
All right, my bad. Thank you, sir. 7. We're gonna put this one. No, this one's on 6.
We got 11. Need to be on 7.
This one's on 7. Bam. And we already got the symbol on there, so just it where you want your volume at. We got a symbol on there. Let's go back into the beat and see what other instruments that we can hear on that track. What is this?
Sound like a nice bell.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too, John. Let's see here. When I'm dealing with tracks like this and you're trying to fast build, I love Cakewalk's TTS1. That's where you can go and find any of your instruments real fast. You can always come back since you already have this saved. Oh, that's one thing we didn't do. Spoiler alert! Bah, 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 bah. Make sure you don't get all the way through your track like we're doing right now and you haven't saved something. Anything can happen. Computer can go out. Partner can kick the cable and the cable go out on the computer and all the work that you've done is lost. So what we're going to do, we're going to go up here to file before we do anything else. We're going to go to save as, find where you want this at, name it what you want, and then at least save it. Bam. That way, if anything happens, it starts raining, you have what you have on the original and you continue to build with that. So John said that we heard a bell in there, ain't that right, John?
Yep.
Let's find that bell.
Bell or crystal.
Or crystal. Okay, so TTS1, as you see, has plenty of instruments. You just gotta go off up in there and find. Man, he said bells. Ethnic? No, that's a tar. That's what I would have put in there. Let's find the bell first. Natural lead, wave, reed, pipe. Instruments is just galore. And again, if you're rushing on trying to do this, find an instrument and move on with it. Just put it in there and you can always come back and fix it and put that instrument that you hear. Let's see what we got. Find the instrument. Let's see what the beat sound like. I don't know, it might work. It might sound good. What y'all think? I think it's jamming. We're gonna try and see what happens. Let's see what happens. Like this. Might be jamming. Alright, now you always want to go back and make for sure. You always going to have to be adjusting your volume as you go through the track. So remember to go to your piano roll when you're doing this, and you notice when you're playing these live, it always comes in high. So just grab it at an even level and just slowly drag it to where all of them will be even. Once you get so far, then it does the rest for you. Hopefully your quantize is set and it's working to where this is just easy peasy lemon squeezy. There you go.